It is not silicone rubber. It is not putty. This unexpected material might just become your favorite way to make quick, detailed molds. Stick around, you will be surprised how easy it actually is. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to LisinCult. I'm Lida, and today I'm here with another mold making tutorial, sharing one of the easiest and cheapest ways to create a simple mold using silicone sealant. No fancy tools, no complicated mixing, just press, shape, and let it cure. Let's dive in. Meet the star of today's experiment, silicone sealant. It's thick, sticky, and air curing, commonly used to seal gaps around sinks, tiles, and bathtubs. Once exposed to the air and moisture, it begins to cure and harden into a flexible, rubbery material. It comes in different colors, clear, white, or black, and each color is made for different tasks. It has a strong vinegar-like smell, so a good ventilation is a must. The best part? It's flexible, waterproof, and much more affordable than other mold-making materials. Perfect for DIY molds. All right, let's back to work and get our hands dirty. For this fun experiment, we need silicone sealant, a bowl of soapy water, and the item you want to mold. For the item to mold or master copy, I'm using some simple resin bases like this. You can use your old coasters as well. And for texture, I'm testing a plastic 3-bar piece like this and this crystal sheet. It's my first time working with such a fine texture, so I'm really curious to see if the silicone sealant can capture all the tiny details. Let's start it. Cut the texture to fit the shape of each base and stick them on to create your massive. Something like this. 2 pieces, one with the bark texture and one with the crystal effect. Now, we just let them dry completely. And to speed up things, I have already got 2 pieces fully prepared and ready to go. Next, we need a container to act as a mother mold, something to hold everything in place. I'm using a handmade mold, and if you would like to make one too, I have linked a full tutorial in the description. You can also use any sealant-friendly container or simply shape the silicone around your pieces by hand. It's messy, but it works. I will show you both methods. Now, place your master copy inside a mother mold and be sure that there is equal space in all sides. This will form the walls of your new mold and fix your piece to the base of the mother mold so they don't shift, and I have used a double-side tape for that. And also make sure the container walls are at least 1 centimeter taller than your master copy to create the base of your new mold. You will also need a bowl of soapy water. The soap acts as a release agent, so the silicone won't stick to your hands, tools, or texture surfaces, and it also makes it easier to knead and shape the silicone sealant. All right, everything is ready. Let's start the fun part. Okay, for the first one, I'm going to use the mother mold, and to start, squeeze the sealant into the bowl of soapy water, then knead it into a smooth, even paste and form a ball. But before I start, keep these key tips in mind. Work fast. Sealant starts curing as soon as it touches air. Apply soap to your object to prevent sticky and capture fine details. Cover all sides of your work completely because these sides will be the sides of your new mold. And flatten the surface to create a level mold base, and if it sticks to your hands, just dip them back into the soapy water. Let's do it! Okay, the first one is done. I cleaned the mess. I'm sure that all sides are totally covered with silicone sealant. Okay, we just have to give it time to cure. Let's go for the second one. For the second one, I'm not going to use a modern mold. I'm just going to use a transparent sheet, and I'm going to fix my mascopy with a double side tape on this transparent sheet. And I'm going to shape the silicone sealant with my hands. It's messy, but it's fun. We go through the same steps that we did for the first one, just we form the silicone sealant with the hands. Let's do it. Okay, the second one is done, and you saw that without any container and without any equipment, just with silicone sealant and your hands, you can shape your favorite mold. Just let it cure properly. To be on a safe side, give it a full day to cure completely. All right, my friends, if you have enjoyed this fun little experiment so far, show your support with a like. It really means a lot to me. I will see you at the demolding time. All right, my friend, it has been 24 hours and both of our silicone molds are fully cured. Let's carefully peel them off and see how well they capture the shapes and the textures. Let's start with the crystal edge piece, the one made with the mother mold. And I have been dying to see how this turned out. Wow, look at it. The sealant captured the delicate crystal texture beautifully. And check out the edge, so clean and sharp. The fine texture might not pop on camera, but in person, side by side with the original one, as you can see, is perfect. A flexible, usable mold made from nothing but silicone sealant. Who knew it could look this good? Cool. Now onto the second one. Oh, this one is on a whole different level. It captures every little detail flawlessly, an exact duplicate. Compare it with the original one. As you can see, so nice. This is the one we shaped completely by hand, remember? Honestly, I didn't expect it to come out this clean. Seriously impressive. They both look amazing, but let's put them through the resin test and see if they have really earned the hype. Before pouring, clean off any residue or stain left by mascopy using an alcohol wipe and make sure both molds are completely dry. Now I'm brushing chameleon powders in one mold and the color shifting powder into other. Just a light coat to give each piece a magic shimmer and really make those details pop. There is a whole world of resin colorants out there, and to help you explore how each one behaves, I have linked a full tutorial in the description box that breaks it all down. Now let's do it. Gently brush away the extra powder. That's all it needs. Okay, this part is done. Now let's talk resin. I have already prepared my resin mixture using a medium viscosity formula with the 2:1 mixing ratio. And to really make the texture stand out, I add just a hint of black pigment paste. All the exact measurements and calculation, including how much resin mixture is needed for these two posters, are included in a free PDF guide link below. And if you want to learn how to mix resin properly for a perfect mix, there is a separate tutorial link in the description box with all the details. Okay, it looks smooth and ready. Now it's pouring time. A quick pass with a torch to pop any bubbles. Okay, when you're sure there isn't any bubble, cover both pieces to keep the dust out. And now we wait for the magic to cure. So see you once they are ready. Hello again. Our molds are fully cured and ready to shine. Let's take a look at the results. First up, the crystal effect piece. It captured the texture with the sharp clarity, giving a sleek gem-like finish. An easy and elegant way to replicate your favorite shapes, especially when paired with a black background that makes it all shine. Let's compare it with the original piece with the master copy. As you can see, it nicely captures all the details of the crystal shape pattern. Great. Now, onto the second one, the tree bark effect. This one turned out beautifully, an almost perfect duplicate. The organic grooves and texture are clearly defined and give it a raw, natural feel. Let's compare it with the master copy. As you can see, all parts and details are captured. And compared to the first one, this result is even better. The texture is more pronounced and visually striking. Pretty amazing, right? Now, you can trim the edges using a deburring tool or a pair of nipper pliers to remove any excess flash or rough spot, and then just a bit of simple sanding for a clean, professional finish. Now they look perfect. Okay, let's talk about the pros and cons of making a mold with silicone sealant. Pros: extremely budget-friendly, no special tools or precise measurements required, great for small and simple shapes, quick, easy, and fun to make. Cons: some sealant has a strong odor. It is sticky when you're shaping it, not suitable for deep or complex molds, and less durable than molds made with silicone rubber. Each method of making a resin mold has its own pros and cons, and actually it depends on what you are aiming to create. But if you're curious to explore more other ways of making resin mold, check out the mold making playlist in my channel for more creative techniques. All right, another creative experiment wrapped up. From sealant to shine, a handmade mold, a resin pour, and now a little piece of functional art. Proof that even the simplest mold can hold pure magic. Okay, my friends, if this got your creative gears turning, give it a like, subscribe for more resin secrets, and share it with your resin artist friends. Tell me what strange or unexpected item would you love to capture in silicone sealant. Drop your questions, suggestions, and recommendations in the comments. I truly value each one. Catch you in the next video for more resin tricks and magical adventures.